So, have you ever been fascinated to code a program to run the 2048 code? Yes, even I have been fascinated, but I faced a lot of difficulties while going through the way. What I have for you is a simplified version of the 2048 code. There may be many ambiguities and the codes may be somewhat lengthy, but this is the most simplified version what I can think of. So, the basic idea. Firstly, initialize a global array which is int arr, a 4 into 4 dimensional array, and inside the main method, which is here, what I'm specifying here is that for I'm running the loop two times such that each of the element, that is uh, x and y, arr of x and y, should be 0. I'm denoting 0 so that it means that there is no element present in that block. Okay, and this is all something unrelated. See, so what is the basic idea? I have run a while loop and a check. What the check function does is, if any of the blocks contains 0, it returns 1. If none of the blocks contains 1, it returns 0. So what is this the check code? See, check code is pretty much simple. I have run this loop two times. If ARR of ij equal to 0, then flag equal to 0. It's like a temporary variable. If flag equal to 0, I am returning 1 to indicate that at least one of the element is 0, indicating that there is at least one space. Okay, so here, so while check, and inside the check I have made a user defined function generate number. Generate number is again a simple function. What this generate number do is, it does two things. Firstly, it generates a number, and secondly, it generates a position. See, inside the first part, inside the do while part, number equal to random percentage 5, and this loop is going to run as long as number equal to 1 or number equal to 0 or number equal to 3, as you might have originally known that each random number that comes in the screen is either 2 or 0. And this is some loop which you could ignore this for the score, and I have not made score as a I have not been attentive to the score, and I'm just going to explain how the code works. Okay, and inside the generate function, again I am generating two positions denoted by x and y, which is x is equal to random percentage 4 and y equal to random percentage 4, and while arr of xy not equal to 0, means this loop is going to run as long as it doesn't find a empty space, and inside the empty space it is gonna put the number which has been generated before in the previous do while loop. So this is quite simple. Let me just recap. Inside the generate number function, there is a do while loop which is going to generate numbers 2 or 4. If it terminates when it generates either 2 or 4. Then inside the second do while loop, it is gonna get the locations of the coordinates, two-dimensional coordinates, and it's gonna run as long as the position is not equal to 0, indicating that that position does not have an element, and that's gonna put the number which is generated over here. The second part is display. Display means it is gonna display the entire two-dimensional array, and it's gonna ignore all the things, all the zeros, and it's gonna print some empty spaces. So what is this display? Firstly, display is printing out the score, which I'm gonna explain later, and it's two loops. Printf /n is just for the like improve visibility. The fundamental code is if ARR of ij is 0 means it is empty, then print space, and this dash is to indicate the two subsequent characters. Then the second part, else if x is equal to count of ARR ij, printf %d ARR ij. Count is a function that denotes the size of the number that is inside the block. Where is count? It gets the number from the position and it runs a do while loop and increments count and returns count as a parameter, integer parameter, and it runs the loop for t equal to 0, t less than equal to 5 minus x. The number of spaces is maximum 5 and it's gonna print the number of spaces. Okay, so display if printf %d ARR of position, and it's gonna print all the empty spaces after the position. And the third loop is going to put the horizontal line in the display screen, because it's the third loop is gonna run for 3 times. For I equal to 0, I equal to 1 and I equal to 2, it's gonna put the 3 horizontal lines. I hope that you are getting what I'm trying to explain. This is my first YouTube video, so I'm little bit nervous, but I'm gonna give my best. Okay. Display, and inside the display there is a do while loop. Choice is equal to get ch. While get ch, why I am trying to use get ch is because it terminates after it gets a character, and I'm denoting WASD as the movement controls. Z is equal to move of choice. Now the most crucial part of the game, the movement. I'll explain one, and I hope that you are going to get the other things. See, inside the move function, it's a fork. You can use switch or you can use if and else if. What I'm trying to use is if ch is equal to d, which I have used to denote the rightwards movement. Firstly, it's going to run a loop for I equal to 0, I less than equal to 3, I plus plus for all the rows. And k I have used as a parameter. Maximum is equal to ARR of I3. Just when you are shifting like rightwards, what I am denoting max is the element which is present at the rightwards, maximum, and I am running a loop from j equal to 2, j less than equal to 0, j minus minus, from the second index to the 0th index. If ARR of ij equal to max, means this element is equal to the element rightwards just before it. If max not equal to 0, that position should not be vacant. Then flag equal to 1 and ARR of ik. What is k? 3. is equal to 2 into max. It doubles. And ARR of ij equal to 0. And max equal to 0 and k equal to j. Max should be equal to 0 because the position which is occupied by j, it has shifted towards the right, and hence this position is vacant. So max is equal to 0 and k equal to j. The index is the j, kth index becomes the j. And in the second part, if ARR of ij, now this is for the remaining part. If two of the subsequent numbers do not match, I am denoting max is holding the address of ARR of ij, the present address, and k equal to j. It's holding the last location such that it will help in shifting of the data. After you have doubled the numbers, what you are going to need is shifting. It's a little bit tough, but I hope that you are gonna crack this because nothing is actually too tough. For j equal to 2, j less than equal to 0, j minus minus. For all the subsequent loops, k equal to j. K is holding the address of the right next of the most right block. While pre-check of I, k plus 1, and n, k plus 1 less than equal to 3, pre-check of I k plus 1 is a function that returns 1 if the position, that is the parameter ARR of I k plus 1 equal to 0, it returns 1 if it is 0, and k plus 1 less than equal to 3. You do not want to cross all the boundaries, right? If ARR of ik, if ARR of ik contains any data, then flag equal to 1. Actually, flag equal to 1. Then ARR of I k plus 1 is equal to ARR of ik. It's shifting the data. And ARR of ik equal to 0 and k plus plus. And k equal to j. It means that for the first loop, it's gonna run only one time. Means maximum number of times it can run is one time. For the second, maximum number of time is 1, 2. Because j will be equal to 1 and k should be less than equal to 3. So maximum value of k is 2. So it's gonna run for j equal to 1 and j equal to 2. And likewise for the third, it's 3. So that's all of the code, and I hope that you will understand what I am trying to say, and I apologize for any such inconvenience that I have made while making this video, and I hope that you are gonna understand this code. Below in the subscription list I have uploaded my code, and you can find this code easily. Okay, thank you. Okay, why thank you? I'm gonna run this code. See. Yeah. Ignore all this. Press W and W to move upwards, S to move downwards, D rightwards, A leftwards. So what we are going to press is D. Okay, the 2 has moved right. Then what we are going to press is W. Then that's S. Then W. If I press W, 2 and 2 will go front and will become 4. And S. And so the score is working fine. Thank you.